Okay, so my dad got deported right before I entered high school, and there was a lot of very mean people that like bullied me and told me that it was my fault and that just really ridiculous things that now I look and I'm like, this didn't even make sense. Like, why would people say these things? But at the time, like that really like it really hit me and really affected me in a really terrible way. So when I got to high school, I just was like, well, I have no friends. I don't really want friends.
When you were in eighth grade, right before going into high school, and this happened, how were you able to cope and move on?
What happened, my dad got deported and he was like, it's kind of like you can't come back unless like or else something you'll be in jail or whatever. I don't know the actual word for it. But he had like an 11-year he can't come to the US illegally or legally. Um, so he's still in Mexico, and I honestly I don't think I can say that I've like coped with it in like any particular way. I go to Mexico every year to visit him, sometimes even twice a year. And yeah, I don't think I really coped with it in any way. I think once I got to my junior year in high school is when I really started to explore like my feelings behind it because I kind of just ignored it. Um, but yeah, there's a really great teacher at Burlington. His name's Michael Sampson, and he really was like, well, what does this mean to your identity? Like, what does this mean for you? And like really had me explore it. And I think that helped me, like, I think it was the push I needed to like really understand how everything made me feel.
I want to respect your boundaries, of course, but I know there are a lot of students who have families where something happens. You know, a parent's no longer part of the home for a variety of reasons. Uh, was there anything that you were able to work through or resolve that you think may, at least may be able to help other people? Just was there something that you were able to realize that you could share?
Um, I think I think what helped me, like, I guess my breakthrough was at Burlington, it's pretty much like all white kids and then, a few Mexican kids here and there. Um, and like, I just always felt like, okay, so now I'm here with my white mom and my dad's gone, my Mexican dad. And I just felt like, okay, now I have to act as white as possible. Um, for years, I lost my Spanish. I completely like forced it out of my brain. I just completely didn't even like connect with my culture at all. And then when I talked and like wrote papers and like reflected on everything, I was like, well, it doesn't really matter. Like I'm both of these people. I have both these cultures in my life. Like I can't just choose to be one because I have both.
Yeah.
And I think that was like what really like stuck with me and like helped me grow.
Right. Accepting all those different parts of you and the trauma of what happened with your father, and then welcoming the culture back into your life. You let me know, what are you doing in terms of clubs, activities at Western Washington that reflect that?
MISO, it's the Mixed Identity Student Organization.
Okay.
And it's just a bunch of people in there that are of mixed backgrounds. So it was just like nice to finally meet people that were mixed because here it's just you're one or the other pretty much. I know other places it's very different, but here it's like you're either white or you're Mexican or like Zion was saying, like I could count on one hand how many Black students we had. And so it was nice to get to Western and see that there's a lot more people that were like me.